Good morning, everyone. In the previous session of GHRD, I was explaining about the various challenges faced by the Indian organization while introducing and implementing HRD in their organization. And then I explained about the prospects of HRD, means how different decisions taken by the Indian government and various organizations has created a brighter future for HRD. So that was the last topic of the first unit. So in this session, I am going to explain the first case study of GHRD. So this case study is basically related to the importance of HRD within an organization, a basic and simple case study. So in this case study, I am going to explain you about Optima Door Company. Okay. So as the name suggests, this is a organization, this is a company which manufactures sliding doors, large sliding doors. And this company, Optima Company, was created by Mr. Pandey. So Mr. Pandey established this company, and it started to grow very rapidly, and it was very successful because during that time there was lot of construction going on, lot of buildings were created, constructed, and most of the builders are the clients of Mr. Pandey. So they had a huge profit, they had a successful business because of this building program, expansion of building program. And it contributed around 90% of the business. These building programs contributed around 90% of Optima Door Company's business. So it was growing very rapidly, very successful in those years. A large amount of profits were earned during those years. But when it started, when Optima Company started, it was just a single organization which created sliding doors, large sliding doors for various types of clients. But with the passage of time, many companies entered into this business, entered into the creation of sliding door business. So this increased the competition. And Mr. Pandey was very, we can say, insecure regarding those situations, because his company was facing competition from new companies, and he was very worried that they are going to lose their clients, they are going to lose their major customers, lose their market share. So he was very worried because of many kinds of companies entering into the same kind of business. So because of his uh, increase in tension, because he was very worried about this situation, he wanted to uh, do something different in the organization so that they can compete with their competitors. So what he did, he asked his assistant Mr. Pujari to create some methods to find out some ways in which the efficiency of the employees can be increased and the production cost can be reduced. So Mr. Pandey asked Mr. Pujari to focus on these two elements. The first element is increasing the efficiency of the employees and the workers, and the second element is reduction of the production cost. So this assignment was given to Mr. Pujari. So this Optima Door Company is a family oriented business. It was started by Mr. Pandey, and he was very friendly in nature. The atmosphere within the organization was very uh, family type and very friendly. So many of the workers used to work for overtime without any kind of supervision. There was no strict rules and regulation regarding supervising the workers while they're working. So they worked in a surrounding where there was no supervision and no pressure regarding the production standard, regarding the time which they take for producing these doors. So in the company, they had a very friendly kind of atmosphere, family kind of atmosphere, where there was high level of mutual trust. Supervision was not provided to them because they thought that employees, workers are efficient, they are very skilled, they do not need supervision, regular supervision, strict supervision. So those kind of supervision was not provided to them, even if many workers did overtime. without any kind of supervision, which is necessary for many of the companies. Because without supervision, if an employee or a worker works without supervision, it may lead to creation of certain kinds of, we can say, lower quality products. But this factor was not very important in this organization, because every employee used to treat the organization as their own organization. They had a feeling of sense of belongingness. So this was never a question. So there was no supervision and no pressure. Workers used to work without any pressure, whether it is regarding production standard, whether it is regarding uh, setting the standard or achieving the standard. So that was never a question. But because of this friendly nature, Mr. Pandey had created this organization based on his principles and based on his values. Mr. Pujari was given the assignment uh, of achieving the organization goals in terms of like fulfilling the orders in time. The shipment must reach the customers at a particular point of time. So other official works were under Mr. Pujari. Mr. Pandey used to be very friendly, and he was not very concerned about the organization's efficiency. But Mr. Pujari was given the task to see all kinds of works, all kinds of target achievements, or all kinds of goals which the company is supposed to achieve. So that was the task given to Mr. Pujari. After some time, Rakesh Pandey, the son of Mr. Pujari, recently or became the production manager. Because it was a family business, Mr. Pandey gave his son Rakesh Pandey the task of being a production manager, so that he can take over the organization, he can become part of the production department, understand how the production is going on, contribute to some extent in the reduction of production cost and increase in efficiency of the employees. So during that time, wages which were given to the workers were considered to be very low in that particular area. Other companies used to give better wages, and that was the scenario. So some of the workers were not satisfied with the present wages, because they other workers get better wages in other organization, and in that particular area the wages was comparatively very low. So that was a main concern. And when Mr. Pandey uh, became the production manager, he uh, completely focused, he put a lot of stress on the reduction of waste and increase in production. So Mr. Pandey, who was the owner of the business, he was stressing on increasing the efficiency of the employee and reducing the cost. But Mr. Pandey, the son of, Rakesh Pandey, the son of Mr. Pandey, he focused on reducing the wastage and increase in production. He didn't focus on increasing the efficiency of the employees. So that was his point of view. So Mr. Pandey gave a different task to Mr. Pujari, but when Rakesh Pandey joined, he changed the criteria. He changed the standards. Okay. So after that, what happened? Rakesh Pandey created some rules and regulation which Mr. Pujari has to communicate to the workers. So Mr. Pujari called the supervisors, all the supervisors together, and told them that uh, they would be responsible for stricter discipline among the employees. If the employees commit any kind of waste, or they create some kind of problem, they waste material, or they take a lot of time for producing goods, so the supervisors would be held responsible for the behavior of the employee. So the supervisor has to be very strict regarding the discipline of the workers, regarding the performance of the workers. So here what happened, the task of the supervisor increased, the responsibilities of the supervisor increased, and the pressure on supervisor also increased. So Mr. Pujari informed all the supervisors to be more strict towards the workers, to control the wastage, and if the workers commit any kind of mistake, the supervisor would be held responsible. So this was the information communicated to the supervisors. Mr. Pujari also said that there would be no unsupervised overtime, and whoever wants to do overtime needs to get permission, approval from Mr. Rakesh Pandey. So this was two major changes which were introduced when Rakesh Pandey became the production manager. So first of all, he asked the supervisors to be more strict and they would be held responsible for the mistakes of the worker. And the second one, they need to get approval for overtime from Mr. Pandey, Rakesh Pandey. So that was the major two decision taken by Rakesh Pandey. Now this situation which was created, the decision which was created, there was a different kind of situation when these two decisions were taken by Mr. Rakesh Pandey. Workers protested. They didn't want to work in such kind of pressure, such kind of strict environment, so they protested. But it did not change anything. Mr. Pujari remained very he stick to the rules and regulations created by Rakesh Pandey, because Rakesh Pandey was the production manager. He was the son of the owner. So Mr. Pujari couldn't do anything to what we can say. He had to follow the decisions taken by Rakesh Pandey. So there was no change in the decision which was taken by Rakesh Pandey. So what happened after this? Because of these two decisions, the workers were not happy. They were not comfortable. They thought that they are working under too much of pressure. So Mr. Rakesh was very unpopular because of his decision and behavior. Workers didn't like him. They didn't want to work under him. But he was very unpopular, and these workers resented a lot. They didn't want Rakesh Pandey to become the production manager. They resented each and every rule created by him. Now, in result to that, what happened? Rakesh Pandey became more and more rigid. He was so rigid to the rules that he created. People started leaving the organization. People started quitting the organization. Many workers left the organization because Rakesh Pandey didn't want to change his decisions. He was very rigid. He knew that he was very unpopular among the workers. His decisions were not accepted by the workers. Still, he was very rigid on his decision, and he didn't make any kind of change in the decision. He didn't consider the opinion of the workers. So that was the major reason because of which many workers left the organization. They quit their job. They resigned from their job. Now, first of all, what was the main reason because of which Mr. Pandey was very much concerned regarding the competitors? Mr. Pandey wanted to increase the efficiency of the workers and at the same time reduce the cost. But when Rakesh Pandey became the manager, he focused on reduction of wastages and increase in the production. So he completely changed the decision of Mr. Pandey. He created two different kinds of rule. So when he made more and more efforts of increasing production, when more efforts were made to increase the production, to make supervisor more responsible for the behavior of workers, he created a very strict and rigid environment within the organization. And in result, what happened? Employees and workers, they didn't accept these rules and regulation, and because of that, the wastage, instead of decreasing, it increased. When people started working under pressure, they were not happy, they were not satisfied, and that led to increase in the waste amount. Instead of decreasing the cost of production, the cost of production increased. And because of this situation, the company also failed to fill many of their orders, and they were behind on shipments, which never happened in the organization before. They always filled the order on time, but because of this particular situation, the orders were not completed in time and they were not able to make the delivery of the products. which almost never happen in the organization. So this is the case. This is the problem that was created by Mr. Rakesh Pandey because of his two important decisions. So I think you all have now understood the case. Mr. Pandey wanted to make some kind of changes in order to give competition to the competitors. But when Rakesh Pandey entered into the organization, he made changes according to his point of view and opinion. Two contradictory decisions were taken by Mr. Pandey, the owner of the company, and Rakesh Pandey, which led to major problems in the organization. Now what you have to do? Now you have to understand the case and answer these two simple questions. The first question is, what would you advise Mr. Pujari to do in order to correct the situation? Now, remember one thing, Mr. Pujari is the assistant of Mr. Pandey. So he has certain authority to make necessary changes to control the situation because he has the responsibility for completion of the shipments, for completion of the target, for completion of the orders. That was his task. So now he has to correct the situation. So you have to answer this. You have to give proper advice to Mr. Pujari to make this situation correct. Okay, that is the first question. Second question is, what changes you would implement if you were hired as HRD manager? So if in this situation you were hired as an HRD manager, what kind of changes you would like to implement and what type of result would you expect from such changes? So in this question, first you have to mention the changes that you would make if you were the HRD manager and what kind of result you would expect from such changes. So you need to answer these two questions. So first of all, while solving the case study, you need to first of all write down the summary of the case, then write down the important points related to the case. What are the turning points of the case? What were the major problems? What are the important points? Everything you have to mention. Then you have to do a SWOT analysis of this organization, and then you have to answer these two questions. So this is the basic format of solving this case study. Okay. So I think if you go through the video, you can easily understand the case. So in next session, I am going to explain another case when you all will solve this case study. After that, I will begin another case study. Okay. So that's it for today. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.